What's going on, everyone? Today we have got a banger of a tactic here for you guys. It is a 3-4-3 that I have been testing with Sporting. I had a couple different variations of it, but the one that you will be seeing here today is the one that I finally ended up settling on after multiple tests. And I'm very happy with the production that this 3-4-3 gets because it is actually very good attacking wise. Now right here we can see what this 3-4-3 allowed for Sporting to do. They won the league as well as the Champions League, unfortunately knocked down the semifinal of the Taça de Portugal card. They won the Lions Cup and the Super Taça, which is the Super Cup. But what I found interesting is with the semifinal elimination to Braga, it was on away goals. I didn't know that they still did that, but they did, and that is unfortunately why they went out, or else they probably would have gone on to win 5 different trophies, which would have been insane. But with this tactic, how does it look? How does it line up? What are we utilizing role-wise? Well, we've got an advanced forward up top, inside forwards as the wingers. We then, instead of playing wingbacks, are using midfielders on the left and right side, and we're using wide midfielders. Haven't utilized them a whole heck of a lot this year, but they actually ended up working really well and doing exactly what I wanted them to do within this system. Then we've got 2 Segundo Volantes in defensive midfield and a flat back 3 of ball playing defenders, along with a sweeper keeper. Now, in build-up, this tactic is fairly straightforward. You got the inside forwards cutting inside, essentially creating a front 3. Your wide midfielders are going to be staying wide. They are supplying that width. You got the Segundo Volantes coming up, those late arriving defensive midfielders that are playmakers and can bang home loads of goals if you have some pretty good people in those roles. And then the ball-playing defenders act like a little kind of curved shield, if you will, right there. That's essentially how it looks in build-up. But there is an interesting instruction that I decided to put on the inside forwards, and this helps a little bit defensively and create counters and goal-scoring opportunities, especially for your star man, the striker within the system, because you're going to want your striker to kind of be your best person within the system, because if your inside forwards are going to be able to win the ball, they're going to be scoring loads of goals, just like Victor Gyökeres did for me. So the inside forwards, I have them marking the opposing center backs, the left and right center back. So essentially they will be cutting in on these center backs to win the ball, and then the advanced forward will be dropped a little deeper during this time. They win the ball, move it off to him, he can go for goal or play in either inside forward and they go for goal as well. So essentially what this 3-4-3 here allows you to do is not only win loads of trophies and score loads of goals, but cause a whole bunch of chaos. Now to see what this tactic does, I'm going to be showing you guys a highlight of a league match between Sporting and Boavista where they ended up beating them by a score of 7-0. They looked absolutely fantastic throughout. So there we have it. As you can see, tactic outright dominant. It is very good. Everyone contributes in any way they can, and honestly this is probably one of my best 3-4-3s that I have made this year, potentially ever. Now, if you wish to give this tactic a go for yourselves, I'll be linking my Discord down below in the description. That's where you're going to be able to download the tactic from within the download section of the Discord. And I will also be linking with this tactic my updated set pieces, so you'll be able to download both of them from the Discord. Now, for those of you who do not have Discord or are on console and aren't able to download the tactic, just feel free to copy the tactic over from today's video. I'll be going in depth on all the player roles and instructions here momentarily. All right, so the tactic file name for those of you looking to download it that you'll be looking for is Gormy's 3-4-3 Valhalla. We've got an advanced forward on attack up top, 2 inside forwards on attack on the wings. We then have 2 wide midfielders on support, 2 Segundo Volantes on support, flat back, 3 ball playing defenders on defend, and a sweeper keeper on defend. The advanced forward on attack has dribble more and tackle harder. Both inside forwards have crosses aimed at center, shoot more often, tackle harder, and then the specific position that they are marking, the right inside forward will be marking the left center back, and the left inside forward will be marking the right center back. And for those of you that do not know how to get there to do that, you just go to instructions. You got mark specific position, DCR, and DCL. That's what you're going to want to put your wingers on. Both wide midfielders on support have cross more often, cross from the byline, crosses aimed at center, dribble more, stay wider, and tackle harder. Both Segundo Volantes on support have dribble more, move into channels, and tackle harder. The outside ball playing defenders, so that left ball playing defender and the right ball playing defender, have dribble more and stay wider. That central ball playing defender on defend has dribble more, and the sweep keeper on defend has take fewer risks. When it comes to the mentality with this tactic, I suggest either going with balanced or with positive. If you need to go attacking, definitely feel free to. I would usually only go attacking mentality-wise with this tactic if you need to get a goal to get a draw, or if you're trying to go for a win late, that's when you go attacking. Otherwise, go positive or balanced. It does very well on both. Now, when we're in possession of the ball, we have fairly narrow attacking width. Underlap on the left and right play out from the defense. Those underlaps are looking for those Segundo Volantes. Then we have worked the ball into the box using low crosses in the final third. Shorter passing directness, slightly higher tempo. When in transition, counter press and counter, distributing quickly to the center backs by rolling the ball out. Once out of possession, high press line of engagement, higher defensive line, and more often trigger press. When it comes to the level of ability needed to play with this tactic, I would probably say the more elite to mid-table type sides are what you're going to need, or if you have players that fit this system, no matter what level you're at, definitely feel free to utilize it. You will be able to win trophies. Now, for those of you that want to make a few tweaks, these are the ones that I would suggest making. There aren't really a whole lot of them, but these are the ones that I would think about making. If you want to be a little bit more aggressive, take these Segundo Volantes from support to attack. And during testing, I was fiddling around with 2 different roles as well that worked pretty well but didn't get the same output that this system did. But with your wide midfielders, if you wish to use defensive wingers on support instead, you can do so. And then this central ball playing defender on defend, I was utilizing a libero on defend as well. It was very interesting to see how it worked, and it did work quite well, just not as well as this flat back 3 did. So if you want to make those types of changes to have the system play a little bit differently, if you need to change it up from time to time, definitely feel free to do so. But with that being said, that is today's tactic for you. If you wish to give it a go, the download link will be down in the description for the Discord. That's where you're able to download the tactic from, within the download section of the Discord, along with my updated set pieces. And if you did enjoy today's video, please feel free, leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Subscribing is 100% free, so on that sub button. Right now, I'll be popping up my most recent video, which is either going to be a tactic or my Clapfather movie, if you wish to check that out. But until next time, everyone, have a good one. Bye-bye.